Hi, I'm Georgina. I'm parent to Caitlin, Zach and Grace. Grace is currently being supported, well, all of them, but for Grace's needs, by Alexander Devine. I am mum to 3-year-old Grace who has Treacher-Collins. We found out about her Treacher-Collins when I was 12 weeks pregnant. When Grace was first born, we knew that we'd be in hospital for a long time. She was in the John Radcliffe for 8 weeks. She had her tracheostomy fitted at day 4. When we did all her training, we were assured that she would need around-the-clock waking care. Much to our surprise, they decided she was nearly ready. Reddin had a bed, so her tracheostomy nurse said, we're going to do the occlusion test one more time. She did it and she passed. So this meant that she no longer needed 24-hour waking care. We didn't see her coming home before Christmas. And then all of a sudden, the flick of the switch, she's coming home and she's coming home tomorrow. We didn't tell the other two that she was coming home. So when they came home with Nanny from what was a normal trip to Nanny's while Mummy and Daddy were at the hospital, they came home and had an early Christmas surprise for themselves when they came home and found that Grace had actually come home. And it was so magical. Like, they said it was their best Christmas present they could have that year, to having her home, because it was only the second time she'd ever left the hospital. So it was quite magical for them. Whilst we do try to keep Grace's day-to-day life as normal as possible, there's definitely things that she can't do safely out in the community as any other child would. And we find that this sometimes limits Caitlin and Zach as well, because they can't always access the same things because we can't access them as a family. When Grace is at the Children's Hospice at Alexander Devine, she's really lucky because everyone there knows her and she's in such a safe, happy, warm environment with everyone who cares immensely about all the children.
My name's Emma and I'm an Alexander's nurse at Alexander Devine Children's Hospice Service. I support children and families just like Grace's in the community, in their own homes and within the Children's Hospice here. Grace needs one-to-one supervision at all times due to the complexity of her care needs. Her tracheostomy is her airway, so this is vital for her to be able to breathe. So having somebody with her all the time who can manage this is important. This can provide a significant burden, as you can imagine, for Grace's whole family, as they need to provide this care for her both day and night. When Grace drives up in her mum's car, her face absolutely lights up and she'll often run straight into the hospice, ready to show off her outfit and her shoes to whoever happens to be in reception waiting for her. Once she's arrived, we plan her care needs for the day, and that will include care for her tracheostomy, her gastrostomy feeding. But then after that, we plan on making the day as fun as possible. So there'll be lots of play activities. Grace loves to play in our sensory room. She'll be in the ball pit, exploring there.
For us as her parents to know that we can drop her off and she can have a great day and she can benefit from all of the things here, whether it be a session of physio or hydrotherapy. We just know that she's happy, she's safe and she's well cared for, and there's nothing more you could ask for.
At Alexander Devine Children's Hospice Service, we support over 200 children, young people and their families across Berkshire and the surrounding areas. We do this in our lovely hospice building here in Maidenhead, where we provide daycare sessions, overnight respite, end-of-life care and post-bereavement care. The local community is really important to us at Alexander Devine. Over 80% of the funds needed to provide our specialist care comes from donations from members of the community. Without these funds, children would not be able to access these specialist services and the specialist care that they require. Help light up little lives like Grace's this Christmas and make a donation to Alexander Devine Children's Hospice Service today.
If you can do anything, please help light up little lives this Christmas like Grace's, and please support the Alexander Devine Christmas Appeal.
Thank you for supporting our little sister Grace.